Would you like to know how to change your habits permanently? Well, in order to do that, you need to have a big enough why. So there's a popular saying that says when the why is big enough, then the how takes care of itself. Well, I don't know if it actually takes care of itself. I think if the why is big enough, then the how is easier to implement. So what that means is, in order to reach a goal, you need a mission, right? And the mission would be the goal, the mission or the purpose. The purpose is, I don't know, I want to lose 10 kilograms because I want to look amazing at my friend's wedding because I'm the bridesmaid, right? So that's the purpose. And then the strategy is, well, how are you going to do this? What are you going to do? You're going to start eating less? Are you going to diet? What are you going to do, right? So you need a mission as well as a strategy. The problem is that most people use extrinsic missions or visions in order to tie their strategy to. So what I mean is the mission in this example is I want to look amazing in the bridesmaid's dress, right? So then once the wedding takes place and you do look amazing in the bridesmaid's dress, well, then there's no more why. And when there's no more why, there's no more motivation in order to do the how. So the why has to be big enough. And if the why isn't wired directly into our brain, then we keep on having to be externally motivated. We keep on having to use external motivators. So what I've noticed is that a lot of people have negative motivators as the why. So let's say that you have got some sort of signs and symptoms in your body or you're in pain, then the why is, well, because I want to be better, because I don't want to feel so crap. I feel crap, I don't want to feel crap, that's the why. Well, it's not a big enough why because it's actually a negative why, and that's the motivator. So as you then change your habits and you start improving, then the motivator is no longer there. When you have a big enough why, then it serves as something that helps to pull you into the future. And the stronger the pull is, the more likely you are going to keep on the straightest path, whatever that is, whatever you've decided the habits are that you want to change. Now, this applies to health, obviously, because I'm interested in health, but this can apply to saving money. It can apply to working on your relationship. It can apply to absolutely any area of your life. So how do you do this rewiring of the brain? Well, you do it in two ways. The one is you ask yourself, you got to get very clear on what the strategy is going to be, all right? So if your strategy is going to be, let's say you're going to lose weight and you follow the Ditch Diets for Good program, here's a little punt for my program, then what you're going to do is only eat when you're physically hungry. So the question is, how will eating only when I get a physical signal from my body benefit me in all the major areas of my life? And those major areas include, how will it benefit me spiritually? How will it benefit me mentally? How will it benefit me in terms of my work and my vocation? How will it benefit me financially? How will it benefit me in terms of my relationship with my partner? How will it benefit me in my relationship with my children or my family? How will it benefit me socially in growing my network or connecting with my friends? And lastly, how will it benefit me physically? So this is if you're doing a physical one, right? And the reason I've put physical at the end is because if you have a physical goal, but you're not in good physical shape, it's probably because you don't have a high enough value on health. So the sales job has to be to rewire your brain in areas particularly that are important to you. So let's say you don't have a very high value on health, but you have a high value on business, and you have a high value on money, and you have a high value on your family. Then the question becomes, how will eating only when I'm physically hungry benefit my business and help it grow? How will that benefit my finances and help them grow? How will it help me manage my money better? And how will it improve my relationship with my partner and my children? Now you might go, oh my God, I don't know, how's it going to do that? Well, I'll give you some examples. So if you eat only when you're physically hungry, and this is very subjective, it's individual, it's different for everyone. But essentially, if I ate only when I was physically hungry, I would have more energy. I know that. If I had more energy, I'd be more productive at work. If I had more energy, I'd have more clarity of thought. If I had more clarity of thought, I could be even more productive. The more productive I am, the more output I can have. Let's say I could create more programs. If I created more programs, I could actually sell a whole lot of different workshops. The more workshops I sell, the more I increase the chances of people coming. The more people I have, the more money I'm going to make. This is how I grow my business. Or if I eat only when I'm physically hungry, I'm not going to have brain fog because I'm not going to have digestive discomfort, and I'm not going to have heartburn, and my mind is not going to be on my health. My mind is going to be focused on what is it that I need to do in order to grow my business. And the more focused I am, the more likely I am to put things into practice that are going to grow my business. And the more likely it is that my business is going to grow. Can you see? Other than I'm going to have more energy, I've mentioned nothing about being healthier, because if health is not enough of a value for me, I have to actually do the linking to the parts of my life that really, really matter. You can also do the negative consequences of not changing your habit, because that is just as important as hooking to the future. So when you have a mission, you hook to the future. When you focus on the negative consequences of not changing, you actually get propelled from the present. So then you have pushing from where you are and pulling to where you want to go, and that helps to keep you on a straight path. The straightest, the quickest path between 2 points is a straight line, right? And so when you have the pull from the future and the push from the past, it helps to keep you connected to that straight line. So if you want to know more about how you can alter your habits permanently, how you can rewire your brain, and if you want to delve deeper into how you actually do this rewiring process, which is how you link things and how you actually focus on the consequences, focusing on the why and why the why is so important, then join me for Ditch Diets for Good workshop on the 27th of October. There's a link in this mail that you can click. It'll take you directly to the registration page. Don't become a failed statistic of the diet industry. Click and register for Ditch Diets for Good today.